Hi.
Hey, Kathleen, how are you?
Good.
Hey, what? Yeah, did you get a chance to work on that one at all, the winter one?
No.
No worries, no worries. What you been doing?
Well, I had company, so they just left today. Um,
Oh, okay.
so you know how that is.
What was it? What for? Your big anniversary?
Well, sort of. And my granddaughter's birthday's today, and my daughter's birthday's April 2nd, and her new boyfriend's birthday's the 10th, and my granddaughter's other boyfriend, his birthday's the day after today.
Oh, you got to
We had four
celebrate
birthdays and an
everything.
anniversary.
You got a little
Yeah.
birthday. Yeah, you can't gang them all up and do one.
Well, we did. We did.
Oh, yeah.
But you know how it is when you're entertaining. It's a
Yeah,
lot. And then three dogs.
yeah.
They, they finally started all getting along today.
Really?
The day they're leaving. Well, it's my little Chihuahua Pomeranian. She's got
Oh,
an attitude.
oh, yeah. Those little dogs can be tough.
Yeah,
They don't like anybody.
right.
No.
Yeah, she's just something else, but
Yeah.
but we love her.
Yeah, I mean, she likes you guys. You guys like her, so.
Yeah. So I see your dogs are making the stardom page again.
Yeah, they stay busy.
Oh, that's nice.
They
Well,
got
you
her got a good wash in today, so they don't stink so much.
oh yeah, finally warmed up.
Yeah, 80 degrees, we can wash them.
How long does it take them to dry?
Oh,
Forever?
Bjorn, it's funny. Bjorn dries pretty quick. He'll be done in a couple hours.
Oh,
Where,
really?
where Fen might take all day, because he gets that light fur underneath, and
Yeah.
it's hard for him just for that stuff to get in the air.
Finn is the golden one?
Yeah, Finn is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
they got a little heavier coat, don't they?
oh, yeah. His coat is quite heavy. So it'll be coming off pretty soon.
Yeah.
Molting season's just right here now, anyway. And washing them, I'm sure, is going to loosen everything up.
It's
Oh,
amazing how much hair they lose just when you wash them.
oh God, you know,
Well,
yeah,
that'll kind of help jumpstart it.
they are a mess. Let me just change this a little bit. Let me raise this up a little bit. I think I shrunk it the other day. Let me shrink this down. Come down a little bit, tilt it down. There we go. Got all my stuff here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you get any barnwood? That's a big answer. Come on. You find any barnwood anywhere?
we found some, but it's rather limited still.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. I had to go out and find my own
Oh, that's
barnwood.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that at?
I got this one of my
Frame distributors?
yeah frame distributor guys. Yeah,
Well,
it's just a knockoff of the stuff, but it's what can you
it
do?
looks nice though.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't you find it's hard to find gray frames?
It is. It is. You don't can't find good ones like that. And
Of
so
course, I ordered a couple vintage ones and I learned a big lesson.
yeah, you
One
can't
of them, they charged me, the import fee, and it was more than the frame.
uh
It
yeah.
ended up being like $250 for this frame. They came from Canada.
Yeah, that's how they get those guys, right?
Yeah, because I had talked them down on eBay and then they just upped the import fee, I think. And then the other one, it looked good on eBay, but the corners were all um wiggy woggy.
Uh,
So so
yeah.
Jack took it apart and fixed it.
Well, it's lucky he can do that stuff for you.
Yeah, I do feel blessed
Yeah,
because otherwise that one wouldn't have worked. So,
yeah.
well, I'll shut up. So I know you gotta
All right. We're
be
about
busy
there.
here.
I think we got some people ready to paint here. And we're at 7:02. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys. We're happy to have you here. Hi there, ho there, hi, hey there. Yeah, happy as can be. Uh, well, this is what we did last week, a little bit more. I cleaned up mine up a little bit, and I added the beaver in there nice, but that's a don't tell anybody, but that's a giant beaver. It's a little bit bigger than I kind of it kept getting bigger as I started small and go, oh, it got a little bit bigger here. Back hump. Okay, got to match ahead to that. Oh, it got to match, and it just kept growing. So that made me go down in here and make this beaver bigger because he was just, you know, nothing there, and also put some light on him because he was just a black shape in the water. It could have been anything. So give it some shape, give it some light. Say the light's coming through here. So I thought, okay, I'll just add some light to his back and to his things. So I had all the colors from this guy. So it's like, wasn't hard. So it's like, ah. But there's some things up here I don't like. This is just too clean. I need to probably, it's too hard like that. I need something to come through here and break up that line. So that kind of little things. And then over here, I need to rework these trees. I was putting them in, and I tried to just erase them in. Take my paint eraser and drop them in like that. You know, but it was that's not too bad. But when it was wet and stuff, it was coming off so clean. It was just too contrasty, so it was bright and it was hitting me in the eyes, and I was going so a lot of little things left to do on this one to finish up. Yeah, not that many, but I just put it away for now. Let it dry, and we will talk about it. Touch it up later. Maybe at one of those workshops, we'll do a touch-up workshop. Everybody bring their paintings in. Today, we will be painting a Highland cow. I've gotten a call for Highland cows from one of my galleries out in it's a new gallery out in Wyoming, and because I asked them, yeah, you guys want cows or anything like that? And no, we want Highlands. And with your style of doing dogs and stuff, yes, please send us some Highland cows. Well, don't have any Highland cows at this moment, but I know I painted Highland cows a few times. I've done pretty well with them, so I'm not, happy to take it on again. Uh, so, luckily, some people have turned around and sent me some stuff. This doesn't come from Mike. Mike's from he usually here on Monday nights and stuff. He has a sister out in Cody, Wyoming, and she sent me a few shots of some Highlands and stuff. But this isn't one of hers. I don't know who this came from. So, but we won't talk about it. We're going to talk about how to paint it, though. Okay. So let's get busy. Let's get it up and find something to do here. So I'll bring these two in. Okay, there's what we want. We're going to be painting. Pretty nice. I mean, it's a great image. It's a nice kind of portrait thing. It's like that's pretty good for a lot of stuff. I'm thinking portrait wise, because I mean, we have to do animals every once in a while. Sometimes we do have to do more like this, a portrait type thing, just to be different than doing full bodies all the time. He's very full bodied, though, I must say. Pretty big guy. Looking at them, they do look like the golden retrievers of cows, right? They have this long, bangs there coming down into the ears and stuff. Big old nose. The horns are different, though. We'd be in really big trouble if Fenn had horns like this, because our house would be tore apart. I mean, him and Bjorn, and you throw the ball and they just rip your couch apart, right? But the fur on these guys is it's about the same as painting a golden. So I can show you that, and definitely it's how I am going to be attacking this guy is inside out. And I'm going to paint the darks down there inside there, and then work to my lights, my reds, my oranges, and highlights. The thing about this guy is value wise, yeah, he's pretty dark. His highlights up here in the bangs are no more than a 5. They're fives up here, and probably for the nose highlights, they're not that bright. Even for the back in here, everything else is down the scale, even to the 10s. You get to the 10s, that's pretty strong, heavily dark right there in the middle from this area here. So that would be good to keep really kind of dark. Sometimes, when I'm painting dark, dry dogs like this, and in a shadowy situation, they're kind of easy to do. Don't tell anybody, but they're kind of easy to do because I just put in the darks, as dark as I can make them. Have some fun with the darks, get some warms in there, some cools in there. See if you can make, this area come forward and this area back here recede. If you can do that just with colors, more warms up front and cools in the back, you can have some fun in the darks, and you don't have to do much after that. Just got to basically nibble at the edges, bring in a few pieces of hair, a stroke here, a stroke there, and that's about it. So that's what I was talking about doing. Other things, value again. The background is, of course, the lighter value back there. And, as you can tell, it's a 3. Those clouds are a 3. This cloud over here is probably a 2, but everything else, highest value is 3 on this thing almost, really. I mean, if you took that one little cloud back there and just made it, why even worry about it? It's not like it's going to change the painting. So looking at, at this area, sorry, let me get rid of some of these things here. From this area up, yeah, it's all 4s probably for the darks and 3s for the highlights. You might go to a 5 for a couple of these little dark ones in here, but that's it. Really, it's pretty simple. Down here, you can tell this area here just is right in here. And then down in here is right down in there. And these guys combined make him too. So its values, 5s to 10s on him and 5s to 10s in other areas, the lower areas. So very mid-tony. But it's still, since he's red, he jumps. Well, Highland cow, jump? Not really. But he does come off that page really nicely against those blues and purples back there. So looking at him again, look at those horns, the colors of those horns. I don't know. Anybody have an idea how would you make that color? These horn colors back here. Just the light. Huh?
It looks like it's got green in it on the right one. I wasn't looking at the left one, but
yeah,
maybe ochre and some green.
Ochre and green. You think ochre and phthalo green would make that color?
Probably.
You're close. You're so close, though. You're really close. Thanks for, even answering that. Yeah. I would go, we'll look at it. We can look at it for you. But I transparent oxide and green would definitely make that color, because the transparent oxide has the red in it, which would kind of, and would make a green, so you get everything. And also those colors will take care of the nose. So half the painting's done. Oh, half the cow is, you got his nose and you got his horns done, basically. The rest is a reddish brown. I wouldn't know what reddish brown I'd use. What reddish brown would you use? Anybody that we have on our palette?
I'd say light orange.
Venetian, there you go. Venetian would work, and yeah, rose, uh,
I'd say
Terrarosa,
light,
oxide light. Yeah,
but that's about the same, right?
that I was saying. Yeah, you guys got it all right there. Those are all right answers, depending on, what paint you could get. Definitely you nailed it. That would be it. And then background back there is nothing but adding blue to the oxides. Your oxides, all your blues, all your sky back in here, all this stuff, nothing more than blue and oxide red. Even in these guys, maybe use some ochre into our blue and make a green to get those guys down there. Simple little things like that. And then the background will take care of itself. We want, we're gonna work on the big guy today, and we'll mix the colors for everything else. But I'm not gonna, if I don't have time, that's not gonna be a place I'm gonna spend a lot of time on. I'm gonna spend the time on this big Bertha guy in front of us, which is gonna be a lot of fun. One thing to notice too, if this is off of Goldens, I get, they are still kind of split down the middle. Hair's always going to be going this way on this side. It's all this sides. It's going to be going at an angle downwards. And on this side, just the opposite. You can just see it up here too. It's just it all kind of goes to that one side. So that's a simple way to do it, knowing that, how that hair is going to lay. And like I said, we're going to paint them from inside out, get the darks in first, which is thin paint. So it's the thin transparency of the paint. We're going to be using a lot of that, trying to get that to show through, especially in these areas like this. The more strokes, think about leaving your strokes, what kind of, make it dark, but then, see if you can leave your mark in that darkness, kind of a fun, you know, mark, brush stroke in there, that can look cool. I'm looking for cool things, that somebody's going to look at and go, I don't look at this thing. He didn't even paint this much. He just kind of laid the paint in there and let the background show through. And then he, painted over top of it with a little bit thicker paint, fat over lean. That's all it is. You're doing transparencies underneath with oils, a lot of oil. And then you're coming back with fat paint with either white or ochres or opaque paint mixed in and stuff, and they lay on top of these guys. And that's so easy to do. We'll be also using the difference between a bristle brush, making fur, and then and making it with a synthetic. Tell you right now, the nose and the horns definitely are a lot of synthetics, right there. The hair, most of it is done with a bristle brush, except for probably some of the finer stuff. Some of the finer stuff you do have to get in there and just make a line sometimes. But, try to do as much as you can with the bristle brush before you pick up the synthetic to go finish. That's all I'm thinking about. Okay, anybody else have any good questions? Okay, well, thanks for answering those color questions. You got a question? Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's get out of that. We will get back to our palette over there and have some fun. Oh, look at that. Perfect palette shot. Look at that. That's so much fun. Definitely brush wise, I'm going to start off with, with my big synthetic to block it in, basically do the transparency parts and draw it in. My synthetics, I got some big ones, little ones. You always need a little different sizes. Then my bristles, I got a couple nice big ones. This one's a nice one for doing hair because it just opens up, and sometimes pushing your brush will also create lots of nice marks, hair marks. Then you need sometimes just a really bad brush to do come in because because bad brushes don't behave, or they've been they just go every little bit everywhere, so they get a little haphazard to you, which is always nice to have in these kind of things because you don't want to get too rhythmical. You want these things to change, and sometimes just because a brush won't behave or it has never behaved, uh, sometimes you need that. You need that. Anyway, put these guys over here, this guy down here, and this guy over there. Clean up this mess group. One other thing I would tell you guys too, I don't never put on the list baby wipes. But baby wipes are really good to have, especially when your fingers get dirty. Get yourself all cleaned up again. Uh, you know, at the end too, of a painting, when you do bring in your final brush, your finger, and go around and make a lot of softenings and stuff. Having a baby wipe in your hand, and wiping your fingers off every time after you touch the painting, so you're not taking dirty dirt paint and putting it in the sky. Always wipe your fingers. Always have something. A new one of these would be good. So that's a good time to do it. That's my tip for the day. Hope you really enjoyed it. That was sponsored by Rembrandt Paint, who is also a sponsor of this. Now, sorry, just kidding around. But we do have our paint palette set up. We do have titanium white. Like I said, this is supposed to be cad yellow light, but it is permanent yellow light. I'm not sure if it's light, but it's what they gave me. Not very strong. So I end up using a lot of it when I have to use it. Right now, I don't use it. Right now, I shouldn't have to use it today. Cad red light, cad orange, yellow ochre. We will try that yellow ochre green and see if I was wrong. There's so many different ways to get to a color of a paint. We all can be right. Sometimes you're just going for value anyway. Light oxide red. This is alizarin crimson. Cobalt blue hue by Utrecht. Hue, Hue, Hue. Phthalo green on the blue side, blue shade, they call it. And transparent oxide red. These red oxides, this being transparent, this just being light, we could do the whole painting just with those two. Well, we're going to be doing just pretty much just those two paint colors with either green or blue together in orange, maybe yellow. Yeah, maybe yellow. Of course, this guy's a little different than what I just got done painting on Saturday. He's a little more orange. So we might be using a little bit more orangey colors in this guy. So, all right. So let's start off with some of our dark colors for this one. You guys, this is like a broken record. I'm sorry you guys have to hear this, but transparent oxide I'd start with, and I put it out first. One big one pile, which will be my red pile, and then a smaller pile, which will be my mix of green to it. My green's not going to be much to bring in. I'm not going to have to bring in much, and I'm going to start off my green pile. I'd be a good brown pile right there. I mean, I think so. Let's go a little bit more. I'm talking, you see how much I just barely put any on here. This is just the nub. It's changing it to a nice warm brown. There we go, right there. That's right on the line. There you go. See, just one little olivey. That's as good as I want. Nice little olive color. This one, same thing. I'm just not barely going to bring any in. I want this to stay on the brown side, the golden side. There you go. That's good enough. So it's kind of a, if you wanted to use a burnt umber here, that would probably, this is basically burnt umber we're making. I just like to make my colors. So that's your burnt and things. Okay, we're going to keep going with burnt. This with that Terra transparent oxide here. And we're going to do the blue side. Half and half should do a pretty good job. I think half and half is pretty much straight down the middle with these two colors. See, that's a nice brown. That is burnt umber right there. That's half and half. I'm not gonna have to go to the blue side, so I'm not gonna stand. Some that's half and half's good, and then just a little bit less than half the pile, quarter of the pile, and then we'll leave this on the real. This should be a little redder than that. I'm gonna add some more to it because I thought the pile was bigger than what it is. I'm just gonna leave it right there. See that red brown showing through? And that's different than this one over here. Just good to have, when you got a lot of darks like this, you can put them in different places because a red dark's going to do different than a cooler dark and stuff. I'll have some little options to make it rise up and recede. Okay, so those two colors. Now I'm going to do two more with light oxide red. Okay. I say two more, but I'm going to do the one with green and one with blue. I might put a little bit more out there. Okay. So I'm going to do green first. Phthalo green. Half and half. This should definitely end up being on closer to the green side than red side. That was almost half and half, but I'm going to say that is half. That's good. I'm going to leave that for my brown side. I would say thinking about making that my green side, but that's really good. I'm there. So half and half. This is really half and half mix. And you can see how it is on the green side. So it's really two different nice colors there. So we're good that way. Now I'm going to do the same with blue. Again, this blue is not that strong, but half and half. It'll stay on the red side. That's not half and half. That was close, but cannot be half and half. There we go. Let's see, it's just a little cooler than that one. And then this one, definitely I want to be on the blue side. And then even right looking at this, I'm going to double the amount of blue compared to red. Basically, because I need this dark here for nose, inside the nostrils. I got to paint all those eyeballs with this color. And when it gets toned down, it's going to be all these blues and purples and stuff everywhere else. Basically, all we need is a green, but we'll get a green on the next ride. Right now, we're going to take these colors and split them. Split these guys, all these guys in half. Each pile, we're going to split in half, close to half. Some of these colors we'll really be using a lot of. And some of these colors, not quite as much. So get these guys ready to go. Like I said, value wise, this guy is pretty much, if we go 8, we probably be good. Yeah, let's 0.8. This value here I'm looking for. I'm thinking that could be a little bit darker. It might be 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 or 8, 7.5 to 8. I wanna go. So let's see. Putting in enough white, basically almost half and half. See, this is that color I was talking about. Was going to end up here. See, it's up there a little bit. That's the brown side anyway. Value wise, squint at it. A little light. I'm going to darken it up a little bit more. There we go. Right there. We'll keep them all right about that value. Oh, that was way too much. More back. So we can get in close where we get. Close. That's good enough. That's a hand grenade right there. Close enough. So this is brown. This is blue and transparent oxide. Really looks green, doesn't it? Everything looks green against this red. Might end up being in the horns again, but not much. That red should have been probably brighter. We'll see about this one. Maybe this one will work.
My transparent and blue is the blue side's on the gray. Should I put more blue into it?
If it's gray, put some more red into it. Let's keep them on the red side. I don't think the blue.
Well, it's supposed to be on the blue side. You still want me to put it on?
Yeah, it should be on the blue side, but comparing it to the red side, it still needs to be. It doesn't need to be quite as much red. I mean, not as much blue in this painting. Basically,
Okay.
just because of the painting's doesn't have a ton of blue in it.
Okay. Yeah, mine's a warm,
Taupey.
yeah, kind of a warm red.
Yeah, warm red. It's good.
Warm blue, yeah.
Warm gray piece of. Let's
Okay.
just go back on the ground back there somewhere. That's what that color does.
Okay.
Okay. So we're getting here into the red. Okay, nothing yet. Oh man. All right. Now, blue and oxide red. No, wait, this is green in a light oxide red. Wow. That green did not show up. That should be taking over. Of course, this has nothing to do with the painting yet. It might get down into here and some of the underground things, under hair things. Now the green side. Not much. You can see that's just a mud color. I'm thinking about changing these two up a little bit. I might need a little bit of this for maybe the top little places, but I'll just leave it. I'm thinking about adding red to that and maybe more red to that one too. I'll talk to, let's get these guys here first. Where they end up. Did not nice and purple, of course, not much into it. You can tell if it's back in here though. That's where I was thinking this color was going to end up being. And then this guy, I'll be putting a lot more blue into this color. But when he gets done, definitely in the nose, little things. That guy gets blown up with colors. I should be able to get the whole background with just these three colors right there. A little working out of there, maybe some yellow into that or something like that. And more white, more blue, you know, back and forth. And light, when I get a little lighter, they should come out really well. All right, but till we get to there, especially colors. Big thing is this guy. I was hoping that, you know, some of these guys back in here will work nicely underneath. Not so well. I was hoping these guys would probably get in there a little bit better than they did for the top colors, but they didn't. So we're going to have to do the other colors. So we're going to start off with, again, light oxide red, a little bit of each, and cad orange. Lots of cad, lots and lots of cad orange. Got a little skin here on my paint there. So half and half. That's one thing. That light transparent, that light oxide, man, it's pretty strong stuff. It just kind of bullied its way through that thing. But that color, pretty doggone good. This one's even, this is supposed to be the red side, and that's what that ended up being. But I'm going to keep this guy a little dark then. All right. Leave that there. Other colors. We need another oranges. So I'll go back to one of my favorites. Be alizarin and cad yellow. I will probably end up using up all my cad yellow on this one. This is my smaller pile of red. Yeah, and it didn't go anywhere, see? But you can see that color in here, so that's good. That's really good. So I'm going to take a little bit more. It's just a little bit different than the other ones. Okay. Here we go. Throw it in there. Throw it in the mix. So I believe this one's going to end up being on the red side since I'm out of yellow. I might come back and grab my yellow. Oh, see what I grabbed? I grabbed my tube of cad yellow light. It's my cad yellow light is very expensive. I had, and they, since they didn't give it to me, they forgot to give me this other stuff. Oh, I'm gonna leave this one that way here too. So that's what happens. That's how strong their cad yellow light is compared to their other yellow, which is almost like a student grade color. It's not what I would love to paint with because it just didn't. I would use that whole tube up so quickly. But those are good. I can use those. Those are definitely in good shape. I don't feel so bad about bringing this one up a little bit more. Okay. So those are lights. Now basically it's going to lighten up a little bit more of everything. I should be able to get all the bangs and everything else and start getting some of the noses out of here. These guys too up here, I'm going to take and split a piece of these guys off and lighten these guys up. Like Doesn't have to go much. I mean, maybe fours. They're already at 7.5s. So fours. Some of these colors I probably won't even use. And then some are going to be bigger. Probably end up being a little bit more into the painting. Those guys right here. So, but let's see what we got here. Take these guys to a 4. So it's probably still half and half color wise. Now you start to get that taupey rich area. This is where you can start to get, yeah, some of these things here. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Right there. I can deal with that. Take them all about there. That was the red side. I was really thinking that was going to go slightly different color. I was thinking it was going to end up being a little bit more on the green side, like this green. So we're going to leave that there. And it's not really there, but it might get down in the bottom here of this thing. We'll find a place for it, probably. Yes, a little more color. Now he's close, close, close. There you go, right there. Can't tell any of them apart. They look all the same color if you squint. Some of them just have a lot of color in them. There you go. There is your horn colors right there. Basically, one's on the green side, one's on the blue side. Transparent oxide, transparent oxide. This is on the blue side, that's on the green side. And you get pretty much your horn colors. You probably get the nose colors too. So. Now this is very cool. But I was, yeah, it's looking back in here or down in here against some of these greens. Probably more against the greens in the front, and then that one should work better for the back. Just a little more color. That's a nice gray. Almost, it almost got there. That could be in there, but it's not the color. I'm thinking maybe that's a lot closer. So it's probably on that side over there. Good options to have. Now this purple should really be nice. See, it's a lot cooler, that blue in it. You can really feel the blue in this color compared to that one. Yeah. That pretty much nails it right there. Slightly more blue, but not bad. Close enough.
What color is that you got the purple from?
This one right here,
Yeah,
that is light oxide and blue.
okay, thanks.
Mostly blue on this one. Oxide on the other one. Yeah, this
Purple.
that purple is going to be up here up here. We're going to change and do a few, get some more blue into that color. You should be able to get the water and everything else out of these colors too. Like I said, take these guys down a little bit. Might not have to go too far. That might have been too far, but value. No, I guess it's right. I guess it's gonna be right. right there. A lot of color showing through. That's gonna be, yeah, that could be in the painting. Definitely the orange. That was the red side of a light oxide and orange. This is the orange side of it. A lot warmer. Now I'm thinking that, places. I think that will work. And then we have the yellow and the alizarin here. Not gonna have to take it too far. That yellow and the alizarin heightened it up pretty good. Brightened it up a lot. That'll be in there. And if nothing else, we'll put that into one of our blues and make a green. And everything will have a nice feel to it. Being built so tightly off each other. Definitely, there you go. This might even end up being in the horns. Be nice color in the horns. Like I said, the last few things we've got to do is just straighten out the sky color. This is probably the cloud colors. I'm going to start off just blue and white first. There's alizarin. Where the heck did that come from? There, I don't need it. Too big clean grabbing that. Still got a lot of alizarin on there. Look at how much alizarin I got on that thing. Get off here. All right. That's blue and white. Touch of alizarin. Take it up to this value here, probably 4. End up being near 3 at the end. A little cool. That could be the alizarin showing through. This one has just a little bit more alizarin showing through. There it comes. It always shows up at the end. Likes to be late. Might be able to use that in there too. Sometimes to heighten the clouds and stuff. This color will take you back. Maybe this color here can take you above your head's brightness. One of the colors I just don't have though is the water, or there's a little light blue there. So I'm going to go up here one more time. Steel blue. We'll get that alizarin out of here. Somewhere grabbed on. Just a little phthalo green and blue. And take it to about a 7. Same as everything else here, 7. So just a piece of it, just a little bit of white. See, it's just a hair green. Now it's alizarin green, so we're just gonna knock it all the way down. I just pushed, gave a big squish of blue out there, and it's gone. Your purple I didn't want, but that will help gray out this color here. This color's not so too strong, so it's not so crazy down here. So now it starts to fit a little purple into that. All right, I am going to put out another squeeze of blue because I need a little bit just blue and phthalo green without alizarin. I hate to get going in the painting and then have to stop and do that. Let me put this. I gotta put that away over there. So blue and phthalo green. Yeah, this is just really for the sky. A couple little areas of light blue showing through. So it's mostly white. Just a little bit of phthalo green and blue to, get me into this one spot up there. Maybe there's some other spot even lighter than that, but I'll take it a little bit lighter the way it shows. Yeah, it's close to there. And then we'll be done. All right. Won't be using much of that. Famous last words. Okay, so we started off color-wise. We started off with transparent oxide and green. Transparent oxide, green, and green side, transparent oxide side to adding white to about 8, 7.5, 8. Over here we did transparent oxide and blue. And the blue side, the transparent side, again to 8. And then we took them down to about 4. Well, that's not a 4. Then we did light oxide red and green. And this is what we came up with. I wanted to see on this side too if I went just a little farther with the red side, if it did anything. If that color is going to end up being in here, it might get in there a little bit better than that one. Kind of dead. The green, not exactly sure. I mean, I'm thinking maybe a little ochre into it. And I'll get the grasses or something. Over here, we did light oxide again with blue. And you got them seeing coming down. These colors are going to be up there in the sky pretty heavily, and then we'll get some more lighter colors here with the blue. And this has alizarin in it. And then we have blue and phthalo green here for these little light spots, a few light spots, and for some dark water spots. Excuse me. Then we got a lot of cow colors here. Not too many, just a few. Basically, we're starting off with, again, light oxide and orange. And came up with this red, the oxide side, light oxide side. This is the orange side coming down. You can see how cool that one is. Then we did alizarin and cad yellow light. I brought out my cad yellow light because the other color was not moving it. Didn't mean to grab it either. So anyway, light oxide, light cad yellow light, and alizarin here coming down to white with some white stuff. So that should do your highlights in your cows and stuff. We're going to switch them off. What we're going to do is yellow is going to be the brightest. So he's going to go in the front areas or some of the bigger hair areas up here. Comes forward. It's going to come forward more. And these guys are going to recede more. So they're going to be on the back edges. So that's my plan. Let's see if I stay to it. I don't know if I can. We'll try. Put it back up, get everything ready. Any questions? Anybody need help? You all need help.
Thank you, Jim. On that lower tier of those oranges, did you take that secondary pile to a 7 or did you go to a 4?
I went to a 4.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Because they're even that yellow we added in orange and they're brightening them up. Yeah, they're almost at this level already, and so just adding enough white to get them to the secondary level. But as you can tell, I did not push them too much. I didn't let them get too light. They have a nice mix together. All right, let's go. I'm going to be toning my canvas with oxide red here, light oxide red, and oil. And when I do this, I'm just going to put out, it's going to be pretty thin. I'm not going to put a lot of oil. It looks like I'm using oil, but I'm not going overboard on it. Let me get back here. Sorry. Okay. So I will try to, keep that right. Let me get all the cameras up. Okay. This will be fun. This will be fun. Uh, Let me see, laying this thing out. The funny thing about when I laid this out, his head feels very off center. Just because he has a lot of angles in his body and stuff. I mean, his head. There's a lot of things. So, and his body's all the way off the page over here. But really, from the front of his head here to the side of his head are pretty much equal. But you guys won't have to deal with that right now. I'm going to take it easy on the feeling here.
Are you using transparent oxide or red oxide?
Light oxide.
Light, just no
Yeah.
transparent. Okay.
No transparency. No.
It looks darker, but it's probably just the lighting.
It could be. Could be. It has a different tone of red. It's just
Yeah.
in it. And see some of this stuff, man, if it could just stay this way, and you know, keep running, it'd be really interesting. There'd be some really interesting marks going on here. But I'm not even that far yet. I'm just still got to wipe it all down yet, tone in the background. But this color here, I'm toning to, will give me a nice value to work against. That's sort of in the sky range. So I can really keep adjusting and not have to paint the background, hurry up and, paint something ahead of time. So I'll be able to judge color fairly pretty good. Right there's 12. These guys, this one comes down just a hair more, makes it trip up. One thing I was looking at his nose and the shape inside there. If you guys remember in the 60s balloon type, this would be an X, you'd be a circle and thing. That's pretty much what their nose is, just a kind of a basically it's sort of an X. But the way you did balloon type, you just do the outsides of it. Now, none of you guys were back in the 60s, so you guys wouldn't understand that.
No, not me.
No, you see, you guys are way too smart. You guys are awful smart, too.
Oh, I'm way back in the 60s, but I sure don't remember that.
That was a big thing at the type. The type was, oh, yeah. Maybe it was maybe a high school thing, maybe, or not, can be in high school for me, but I mean.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Typing class you're talking about?
No, he's talking about printing.
Printing. Oh.
Who was the guy that did the funky?
Max, Peter Max.
Not Peter Max. I'm not talking about the colors and stuff, because that's what I thought of him, as a giant color.
Yeah.
But the guy that did the tramp guy, the walking tramp.
They keep trucking.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of.
He was a character, wasn't he?
Yeah. And the balloon, yeah. Now I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, man. Shoot. I thought I lost you. I got everybody. I've been in trouble.
Only one person.
One person. I should have known better. Open my mouth. Yeah. So that's why I was just thinking that. How can I explain, drawing his nose out like this, the shape, and oh yeah, it kind of hits me like that, Yeah. Oh well. His jaw and thing kind of comes in back in here a little bit. That should be where his mouth is. That might be too far. Right there. And there's arms coming out here. Tie his back in. That's the thing, is I don't have to be too perfect with that kind of stuff. Nice thing about these guys, man, you don't have to do eyeballs. I spend more time on eyeballs than anything else with these, you almost have to.
Yeah, I was going to even say, I couldn't even figure out where the eyeball was on this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's right up here,
That's what it looked like. But then I kept saying, well, wait a minute.
Is that the eyeball? Is it just, a piece of hair? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So it's like, yeah. Well,
Pretty subtle.
one thing about the hair, really, when I do hair, you want to break it down into two pieces, into not one strand or anything, but groupings of hair. You want to, so you have width and height. thickness. You can always break them down into, smaller groups. But basically, I want to try and do, break them down into these shafts, like 5 going across here to make up this guy, this top area of hair, not including the ear. The ears coming over here comes in, becomes a whole nother mess. That comes down into here. It ends right about there. Well, it looks like a pig. It does not look like a, wrong one. This is a Highland pig. I just ended up doing. Yeah, it happens. It happens. We'll fix it in the drawing. I mean, in the painting stage somewhere. But yeah. So painting the dark stuff in is going to really be the case for holding this painting together to let you go back. You get that done. You get a nice structure underneath, and you can feel the weight of that animal pretty much. And you got it made. You can make all kinds of mistakes down in here. No one cares. But if you get the face right, you get that nose kind of feeling right. This is not drawing from the side again. So I always have a nice excuse. So there we go. That should come out to about almost to the equal of the ear. This thing here. And so this hair is where all the light hair is going to be, right in here. I'll give myself a little bit of marking, trying to help you guys out too, for you're not too lost, looking at me too lost. I'm looking at this this nose and stuff going, I think I made my nose just a hair too big, but I'm going to bring it back a hair. I always do this, and I found out, no, you didn't do it, or you were fine. I think it's just this one right here, correct? A lot shallower nostril.
Oops.
There we go. And then you got that middle line, and one side goes there, one side goes there. Okay. This comes down though. You see, it just comes down and just comes down and droops down right there. And this part of it keeps going down, hooks up there. So, couple like I was thinking, some of these strands are a lot more important to get right. I would say this one has a lot of, in the middle being a diagonal going across the face like this. Really can, in the way it goes across the face, it can really make the structure work. Really give the structure, some strength that everything's right just by the way it falls and bends in the shadows. So if it works out right, we should be good. Not, well, I'll fix it later. Colors is more important right now. We'll get that in, and then we can always fix the drawing a little bit in the tomorrow when no one's looking. Okay, that's that. I just really need that hump back there. Water gonna be right about here, going across. That's the high spot. That's about the high spot. And the low spot. This is wiggly trees and stuff. We'll see about that one. I'm not sure. I can bring this down if I want. Don't want it too close to halfway. Keep it and all that stuff back in here. Land ho. There we go. All right. I see, jumping forward for a second. Yeah. All right. That should be fun. All right. Let's go with our darkest colors first. If only we can mix them up. Let's mix them up with oxide and green first. Transparent oxide and green. We still stayed on the transparent side a little bit. Doesn't show right now, and I don't think it will. But I'm going to start to mark out a few of these really darks, like in the mouth here. You know, yeah, if you want to do the nostril, you could. I might come back with a different color for that, though, because it could be a little cooler. Come back in here. Just get this bottom area here, just underneath. Get it really strong. There we go. And then feed it back here a little bit. A little higher. That's good. I'm just going to feed it in here. That's not too bad a color, in fact, for up around the nose. At least underpainting wise, not too, just trying to get some of these darks in here.
Is that the one with the blue or the green?
This is with green.
Green, okay.
Yeah, very first one has a little bit more oxide, transparent oxide in it than the green side. I'm going to also put it into this color, start it into the shadow area of these guys, just lightly put it in here. Usually I don't like to paint around things, but these horns are kind of big enough that not delicate. I
Jim,
have to
are
worry
you,
about too much.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
are you doing a lot of safflower oil with that?
Not anymore.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
this
no,
is straight up the mix.
yeah, the straight mix,
Okay.
pretty much I don't really use too much. I'm using some of the oil that was, most of the oil I'm using is off of
Off of this.
yeah, it's or off of this point,
Okay, all
the
right.
very beginning point.
Just asking because I'll be really messing around with it down here in Houston.
Were you having problems with
Yeah, it's way too humid for some reason.
was it just drying fast or?
No, it wasn't drying fast at all. It was like mush.
Oh,
It was terrible. And so I needed some drying, but I'll figure it out.
well, there is, like I was saying, there is a version of it, safflower oil medium by Gamblin, that it has a little dryer mixed in.
Okay.
So it dries a little. Sometimes it just dries pretty much overnight. A lot of times, or really close to it. I don't use it just because it dries too quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but they say you can, use your safflower oil as a thinner for
Right.
it too.
Okay.
And so
Yeah,
you can just.
I'll mess around until because I'm used to painting with linseed oil and then some of the Gamblin dryers and stuff. But
Okay. I'm not asking you to be totally, walk away from what you did.
No. It's, I mean, I like safflower oil a lot, so I'm with you.
As long as you're not using the grocery store stuff, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no, I spend a lot of money on my paint supplies.
I do too.
Man.
You can't help it. That's
No.
part of the
Okay.
deal.
Okay, so this is all the green side.
No, this is just the red side still. This is
Oh,
the
still
first.
the red side.
I have not gone to the green side.
Oh wow.
It's going on three. Just finding it goes everywhere.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Um,
That'll be pretty under all the red that you get in there.
it should be. That should be
Yeah.
really close to what you need. It might be just. In fact, it might even be. No, too perfect or too much the right color.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that it doesn't go anywhere. So you might. I definitely could use. I'm going to be putting some a lot darker stuff underneath. So going to the green, that's it. Like you said, that's pretty far with that one color. See what I can get out of my brush now, where I get out of here. Okay, this is the green side. I'll come back in and do the same thing. I was looking at this nose here. Definitely was thinking in this nose, in between the nostrils, the shininess of this nose. And I was talking also about this kind of getting into the horns. It is definitely in there with these guys. Really heavy, a little heavier on the shadow side of this horn. Without doing the highlights, it's not bad. Yeah, that red one back was a pretty good start for this painting. So the green side, I was thinking lower in the back as you go down on this guy. You get down farther on the fur area down in here. It's not really showing up a whole lot because that is kind of brown. I did have a lot of that transparent had a lot of that color in there, green in there already. I'm going to stop there. I don't think I have to go too much farther with it. Just a lot of worms coming in here. Let's try. Oh, this is shoot, transparent oxide and blue. That should, usually on the blue side. On the blue side, it goes a little darker. It might be okay down in here. Those low, really dark areas. I'm gonna put in the middle of that ear too. Right in here too, because that shadow side here. And maybe start to bring it up on the dog ear of it. A little bit of that there. Yeah, up here too. Sometimes I draw things out too well that I don't want to lose my line. You don't want to paint over your line. Thing is, I can always find that line. It's not a big deal anymore. It used to be a real big deal when I was like in college and things like that. Oh, kind of get over those things. Yeah, I'm thinking about this dark area right in here. Uh, Going on the blue side, a little bit more blue, I think. Trying to get some of that to show through. That's the blue side. Okay. Here's the red side. Notice. Oh, this is phthalo green. Yeah, this is phthalo green and a light oxide red. And that is really close. It starts to get close to the color we almost need here. Almost too perfect. Not dark enough though. Yeah, that would probably be almost perfect right in here. So I'm gonna go just be a little bit more on the green side up here. Just don't. It almost touch. Well, it's in between the colors almost. Because I get a little bit too get really close to the color I need without doing anything. Couple edges there. Oh, and on. I'm trying to get a little bit darker right here for he has that little soft S, almost of fur coming down from his chin here, from the bottom of his chin here. Kind of comes down and then does a little twist and then comes back down. You're just trying to create the darks around it first, get them really dark. So I need to push these two together a little bit more, these two colors. There you go. To get that dark. This one worked out pretty good. That's pretty good. And I can always lay that fur on top there now that I know where it is. Have it marked out. Okay. Good. I didn't go too far with the mouth. Probably just a hair too low. Squish everything up. Look up here again and see if there's any couple little places that could pull out a few more hair. Darkness. Got that spot. All right. Now we're going to finally the other last of the darks, real darks. Uh, this is light oxide red with blue. I'm gonna go on the blue side first because I was thinking, I want to get a little bit of room in this nostril here. Now, again, I'm coming down and just hitting the darks in the very middle of this thing. The blue side of this goes a little bit deeper than where I was. Now let's try the red side. Transparent oxide. No, this is regular oxide and blue. Light oxide with blue. Let me see. Yeah. When you start getting this paint just in there thickening, so that's when the paint just starts to really move nicely. Seems like I almost have to do this underpainting just to get the paint to a point that it starts to move uh, the way I want it to move. I guess it just goes in more graceful. Again, this is just with my big synthetic, trying to get as much done before I go to a bristle brush and straighten everything out. Or I'll straighten everything out, lose everything. Start to. Okay. Do I have any colors I'm going to use back in here yet? Not really. Really. All right. Like I said, I'm going to spend a little more time on this guy tonight than I am on the background because really, uh, we painted backgrounds or landscape, yes, last week, so we should be in pretty good shape to paint, do that amount of area pretty much with the right colors that are already made. So I'm not, and I can always help. Always help. All right. Let's dive down here to the midtones. Midtones. I'm just going to work on, I'm going to get this horn here. I want to do this horn. I want to put in some marks here. Have to go through. Okay, that's almost too dark. hoping the green. This is a transparent oxide in green. Nice though. It's going to go in the middle of the horn a little bit. You have two light sides and then one, shadow side, but the middle parts of these horns can be a lot of color. So if you do push this greenish or the red, this is, I'd say green, but should have been on the red side, really showing a lot of green. Let me see this. I'm trying a little bit lighter green here. Working this in just a one step down with a little bit more white to about a 4, thinking that this color here might be just a little too dark, that lane. Let's go there. Could be on the red side though. Let me see if I've got another red here. Yeah. This would be the blue side of it. Transparent oxide and blue. All right. You can see the red just plays well. Starts to come out of here. It could be a little redder right in this angle spot, but that's not too bad. I can plenty of reds come back and put in there. Well, it just gives you some nice little touches there. Okay, anything else? I kind of want to get a little darker right there though. I did not get quite as dark as I wanted on the dog ear here. Right at the edge. I want some of those oranges pop through here. And I want this stuff to be behind here. So a little bit thicker on that stuff. Okay, I think that's what I'll need. Take this up a little higher too. Just for the lights have something to kind of make them jump a little bit. So a little bit more darks in there. All right. We're going to go to specialty colors now. So I'm going to grab a nice bristle brush. Always nice to take one that's a little bit too big for the job. Let me get this. Let me try this. Big, too big, way too big. So we're going to try it. Try my big bristle brush. And we'll start off with some of these oranges with oxide and yellow or orange mix, light oxide and orange mix. Definitely the first one I'm going to go with the regular, the oxide side of the orange one, where it's a little bit more darker and not so rich. Now I'm going to, these strokes, even though I have a big brush, I'm going to be twisting this brush a lot more. So when I bring it down, I'll bring it down and twist it off at the end. So I'm going to try this nose part right here. Bring it down. Start to pressure and twist it off here. Well, that's a pretty good move. That's a decent little stroke of the holes. But it's always this, not really it compared to everything. I mean, it's still got a lot of strokes to go over it. All right. So what I'm looking at right now is right under his bangs, the stuff underneath his bangs. There's a few twists and stuff of dark red, orange into the darks. So I want to capture a few of those and then get the right here by his nose to his sinus area. And I'm pushing the paint off that way. That way my tines open up and I can get that streak of the paint coming down. And then when I get to his cheek here, everything starts to go straight down. They're all thick, just end up thin. Right up here, I thought, like I think we mentioned that too, is kind of felt like there's the eye right in there, but yeah, can't see it. So I can't see it. Okay. Now I'm not going to try and touch hardly anything in here, except for that mid thing. And it has to be put in with this dark color first. This is going to be it and stuff. And I'm going to try and see if I can. Problem is it's all the way at the bottom. So I'm going to have to do this in two sections. This should, I'm going to break this stroke down to right under his jowls or his chin here. Bring it down to here and then just twist it off a little bit and then twist off another one. And one more comes out of that. And then I just got to get down here to the bottom of the area. And the thing is, you do this in one stroke each, leaving just a little bit of darkness in between your strokes. So, they have shape. We've done this a few times on even foxes and things like that. Wolves. Yeah. You can always go back in and run one more, uh, you know, brush over a few spots, but you don't want to do the whole spot. This is pretty much it. There's probably one spot here that needs to come out, pop out a little bit. You won't get them perfect. That's okay. When I look, getting them perfect doesn't happen very often. You just want to keep it fresh. And just gang your strokes up. Look, see if you can build big strokes with one stroke. I'm already down here. This is just one color. This is just the outsides of the beast. That's about it for him there. Now I got to come back and do this side. Same way. Now this, when you get to the this area here, you can see how it goes all the way up to the ear. That section goes all the way up and works its way up to the ear. So hopefully I have enough pink to do it. So I got to get all the way up here, sometimes knowing where you got to get it to. And then you got this coming in here too. And then you got this piece. Having a big brush uses a lot of paint, but it also carries a lot, gets across here pretty quickly. Okay, so I just need to get a couple small ones in here. That's pretty good. The last thing I got to do with this paint, what I have left of it, is start the ear. So I want to lay it up almost to where it's got to go and give it a push and then bring it down here and just twist it off. This is a good bristle for this hair. It's kind of leaving some nice big chunks of dark, in between strokes here. And it's working out pretty good. Okay. That's pretty good so far. I like that so far. Okay. Now I'm looking at right behind his ear here before I put the light in, getting this a little darker right back behind his neck. And then lightening up this area one more time. What I'm finding is that that red I used here is now going to be the dark area back in here. And again, lots of strokes, pushing and scratching, whatever it takes.
So what color is that you're putting in, Jim?
Right now, I'm putting in orange and oxide red. This is on the oxide red side still.
Okay. So it's a
It's-
little lighter than the,
Yeah, it's not even the orange side, but yeah, he's lightened up a lot. Thing is, this area is pretty much done. I'm not going to touch it again. And I'm just looking for the places where this color goes. Where back in here, it's going to be the dark area. These are going to be the holes in the fur back in here. Yeah. Do like this bristle. This is pretty nice because it's really doing what I want. Okay. So there's your transparent colors and stuff. Uh, Let me try. I'm going to go to the orange side of this, the orange side, and just keep going with the lights. This guy should come to life pretty soon here. Right now it's all muck, but this should come out. This orange here, I'm going to try it up top, up here on this top area here. And see how it feels. If it's too light or too strong. Not too bad. I'm just going to bring it down to little triangles. Now, long, twisty triangles. Always do it. So I got that one done now. This other one comes from behind here, comes over and just twists back around. And that should be it. Those guys have to be, there's going to be like one more lightness to these colors here, but that should be it. And this one is just one long stalk coming down here. And then right at the end, it twists off. A little bit better than that would be nice. But and here, I'm just going to push the paint a little bit here because I want to look at the outside edge, pushing it back up. Going to do a lot of nice, should copy what I need. All right, a little bit more of this. This one, yeah, I just started with this color, so should get a ways away. Um, Let me try it. I'm going to throw it on the right side of his nose here because I see it a little lighter right in here, right. Well, that should have been right in there. Shoot. No, it should have stopped. Just went right to there, and that is it. I put a little more orange into it. Yeah, a lot of triangles in fur. No, that's almost too bright. I see alizarin. Going with the alizarin now and add orange on the alizarin side. Oh, it's too much.
Love those nostrils.
Hey, doing? I didn't see you. Where you been painting?
No, no, I had some family things going on, so I'm couldn't join, but it's beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't have thought this would be beautiful.
What? Wait, is that what everybody was thinking?
I don't know, just
Oh, you people. You
No.
people.
I love the cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fabulous.
Fuzzy. He's so fuzzy.
Okay, okay. Checking with you guys. You guys, turn on me, Joe, so quickly.
Yeah. Sort of an orange golden dog.
I
well,
know, yes. It's so easy to paint. He really is. He's just a little bit longer and a little bit furrier, bigger, a lot bigger and furrier. But and you don't want to, he really has a shedding problem. I wonder what they do if they take their coat for the summer or what. I should probably ask. Uh, they sell that, stuff or well, I don't know. Just asking. Not that I want it, but it's just I have plenty of dog hair. I just wonder if they have to deal with this stuff getting everywhere. Okay. Yeah, down in here, a couple of nice big strokes here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jim, I think we need to do a kangaroo soon. We had one on the loose up here.
You had one on the loose?
Yeah, you guys didn't hear about it? It was
No.
on the news, but of course it was local.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a kangaroo that got loose and it had a pair of pants on. Chelsea, I think was his name. But anyway, he was missing 3 days before they got him. It was quite a thing. And the town's only like 10 miles from us. So
he could have made it to you, huh?
Yeah, we didn't know if he'd show up here.
He'd box your ears up. That's what he'd do, right?
Well, that's what they said. Don't try to, coerce him because if he's scared, he might,
Beat the crap out of you. Got a bunch of drunk Wisconsinites up there doing, let's go
chasing a kangaroo.
How dare you get in the ring with a kangaroo? Yeah. All right, it's the build. It's building. And going from this is just the alizarin and yellow color. It's a lot like the orange side of the oxide and stuff. Oxide and orange side. So that's on the red side. This is again. It's on the alizarin side. This is what I was going to use on the ear. What am I doing? Gotta save some for the ear. That's why I was going to really redo a lot of these marks here. One more time, a little lighter.
He's coming right at you.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well. So what have you been doing these days, Lynette?
I am painting. I joined a class at DuPage Art League, and I'm doing some oil painting out there, and
Yeah, are they
still
nicer
trying
than
to
you?
finish up last week's painting with you. You know, I'm not
Sure
done
you
with
are.
that.
Sure you are.
I am.
You're going. You're running out on me. You're going to be running over there with those guys.
No. I thought
Yeah, I can tell it in your voice.
it's a good place to make some friends, and
It,
I volunteer there too. So
do you?
I've been doing that for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And you can exhibit there, you know. So
Yeah, you do get. You've done pretty well there, haven't you?
hey, I've gotten a few awards there. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. But there's a lot of competition.
Oh, you got to beat that competition. Oh yeah, you got to beat that competition. It's hard. As soon as I hear that words, I go to, "Oh brother, where art thou?" Yeah, yeah, for your competition.
So
Goofy, just goofy. Gets good goofy on me.
wh-
Uh,
why did you pick this?
because I thought I could sell it, make money. Uh,
Because they asked for it. Come on, tell her the truth. She
yeah,
missed that part.
I have a gallery out in Wyoming, a brand new gallery out in Wyoming for me, and they took dogs and stuff, but they also, I said, well, what else do you guys want out there? You guys want any, you know, cattle or longhorns and stuff like that? They go, no, we want Highlands. Give us Highlands. We'd love to have some Highlands.
Oh, how wonderful!
Yeah. So I said, yeah, I can.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I figure I can make a class out of that pretty easily. So that's sort of how this one came about. Everything's about there. I mean,
Highlands seem to be kind of popular. I mean, I noticed at Christmas there were Highlands on decors and stuff, decorations like flags and
yeah, they are kind of crazy.
They're very popular. No, they really are. I literally just finished the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and had regular cows and longhorns and stuff like that and horses. And finally somebody said, I saw some of those Highland cows out there, and I was like, yeah, I was about ready to paint one, and I did. I ended up painting mother and calf.
Yeah.
So this is much better, I think, in oil. I have been doing a lot of stuff in acrylics. This is awesome.
But if you can sell it quickly, you never know.
Well,
They
that's
can
the whole
they can take it with them.
exactly. They
Yeah.
can take it with them, and I paint on, like panel or
Yeah.
some flatboard, and they can put it in their suitcase, and off they go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, that is a good solution.
Mhm.
But there's nothing like oil.
I know.
yeah, rich.
There is
It's
just
the
nothing.
best.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. Well,
I miss it.
okay. I'm on to my last color before I really kind of go to in my brighter colors and stuff. So this is the cad yellow and alizarin mix on the yellow side. Uh, I'm gonna try it here, but I think it might. Yeah, it has to go in here, but also the white version. A little bit more lightness goes in here. So I got basically I'm gonna redo it, restroke this thing a little bit different brush, and just let it come off a little differently. Yeah, that was way ugly differently. So, oh well, happens. Gosh.
Best laid plans, right?
Yeah, I thought for sure it'd just come off beautifully. And "Yeah, that was, that probably should have been a synthetic. It should have been a synthetic. Should have worked. Would have worked better there. Yeah, you never know.
That's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
might,
yeah.
it might be good, but if it's not, no big deal. No one sees it but you guys. And you got to, you guys go, he did really crappy on that one. We got to revolt.
Yeah,
Tell
we
you,
I
can have
don't think
big
anybody's
revolt,
ever
right?
said that.
we're gonna paint people from now on.
Uh-huh. Nah. I
What
think
do you guys want to paint next week? I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I have a couple little interesting paintings with kids in them. Could be fun to paint.
oh,
But
Sounds
yeah,
Yeah, we can try that. Yeah.
very.
kids that I'll make look like they're 20.
It's
That's,
you're right. That's the whole thing, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they could be hard to do.
they are.
They are.
They are hard. That's why I said that.
We'll get you. Yeah, we'll try again. We'll gotta try, keep trying, keep doing everything. So right now I'm just going in and just kind of smushing a few things around. So
Think we could do flowers sometime?
you keep asking for them, I keep telling you no.
Well, I take
At
some
least
of
the
my
lilies.
Rotary Gardens, and now they're like, we're only going to take flowers.
How about
That's all I do, Lynette,
Oh,
is flowers. And
Is
so
Yeah.
it
I've
really?
been
I haven't done
revolting.
too many.
I'm good revolting on flowers. I'm doing animals now.
If we do, if we do flowers or something like that, it's like I said, there'll be something off on it. It won't be perfect.
Just flowers? Well, that's fine.
You throw a dog in the middle of lilies, water lilies, then you got it. But
Well, I thought with spring coming,
oh, you're thinking of yourself again. Okay. No, that's a good one. I mean,
well,
yeah, I did ask. So, hey,
yeah,
so
you asked.
I asked, you shall receive. So, I got that one.
I was going to say I was going to do a roseate spoonbill in the middle of water lilies and some lily pads.
Good for you.
Yep.
Yeah, those spoonbills.
That's
that's
the Houston Galveston part of me. I'm kind of crazy about spoonbills. I really am.
I know there's a friend of mine in Georgia does the same thing. She loves spoonbills.
I don't know why they fascinate me, other than they look like they have vulture heads.
Yeah,
that's when I realized. When you look at them close, you think, "Oh my gosh,
right.
Why am I interested in this bird?" It's
That's not a pretty bird.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So, but the spoonbill and the color
Mm-hmm.
and things, I guess, can pull you in.
Yeah.
That's quite a beak they have, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's what I was going to say. And then when you see their head and their red eyes, oh my gosh, oh my God.
Kind of like flamingos, like
Yeah.
a herring met a flamingo.
I just did a painting of flamingos with all the, their heads all together, so that it looks like they were yelling at each other.
Flamingos are cool. Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on a bird kick.
I love birds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to be on a kick. I mean, it really is. You learn so much.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
When you force yourself to concentrate on the subject for a while.
Yeah.
And then
Wading birds are my thing right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we won't do any birds because we don't want to get in your way. So we will stay with.
You can stay in your lane.
Yeah, I'll stay in my lane and keep these guys from going over there too fast. Yeah,
We've done some beautiful
we'll do swans. That's
swans.
totally good.
Yeah.
You can't have swans.
I
You can't
have
have
a
everything.
giant, no, I have a giant swan that is 30 by 40.
Ooh.
He's huge. Yeah. So, and let's do swans. And I'm really happy to do that because I'm staring at this thing. I have this weird vision in my head and it's not coming true.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be glad to do swans.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to see where you what territory you were taking.
Taking a whole lot of territory.
That's what you got to do. You got to
Did
take
you
up.
just do a swan on Saturday?
I did,
Yeah.
I thought that sounded
It
familiar.
was gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Wonderful. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky and do a decent one. Yeah, swans. If I do something, it'll be totally different for you guys, though. But I was gonna do that later. I had a little kid in a swimming pool with the blue water all the way around her and stuff. Was thinking about that.
That sounds
Just her head, shoulders going into the water, and
With their distorted legs and stuff.
yeah, a little
Oh,
bit of
that's
goofiness.
fun.
That would be fun. That would be
Okay.
fun.
Sure.
Might be a tough one to do, but it'd be fun.
Yeah.
If it's not perfect, nobody's going to see the reference photo, right?
Right. They're not going to see the reference
good.
photo, and
Yeah.
it's a pretty generic friend's kid. So no, I mean, not that she is, she's generic now.
Friends,
But-
kid, generic. How nice.
Yeah, but she could a lot of. Somebody might say, hey, that could be my kid. See, always on the sale. I got to sell.
That's right.
Heck, So that's the midtones. All the midtones in there, pushed in here pretty well, pretty straightened away. I'll bring you guys in for just a quick close up at this point because it's kind of might have a glare in it, but you can start to see. This is where I was saying about leaving strokes, trying to leave things to show through.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That should be really close to where it needs to be. I don't know if I put just the topping color on top of those on the hairs and stuff. A few gangs of hair there. I think that thing it's going to work. And yeah, I got to do the back here and stuff, but that's like 3 minutes work there. What time we got? 3 minutes. No. No, we got a half an hour. I could have this baby done. But let me see. Yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I was just looking if you're getting a feel for brushes. I might as well dive into some of the hair. But I'm going to go to the synthetic now. When I get into these topping hairs and stuff, and maybe work on the nose here a little bit, highlights. This is oxide red light oxide red with orange in it with white. And this is at that value about 5, maybe 5. This is the color I was thinking right here on this nose. It was going to be right there, on that skin of the nose here, that shiny part. Get that first stroke in. It could almost be just a touch more color in it. Not that much. And there we go. And then come down here and get the bottom of the nose skin here, that little part of the X-Man logo. Down. This whole area, this nose has to be lightened up anyway. I'm going to use this color, see if it can keeps a green in here. I can't. Keep.
What color is that, Jim?
I went back to oxide, transparent oxide, and green. And this is on the green side, right here. And right above it is on the, right about here is the red side going on top of it. Right on the top part of the shape. His nose. And then I've basically its cousin on top around the outsides here coming this side. No, it's not. It's oxide red and orange coming in around the outsides here. So it's just mixing up and getting this a few spots here. All right. A little bit of the nose there. Okay, let's see. I got this light orange. There's no color showing there. Try the orange side of it. No, let me try the richer side. Little too bright. Too much white. The outside of his nostril here. It's blue, or it's blue. Cad yellow and alizarin with a little bit of white in it, but not quite all the way down there. It's just got a little bit too bright. Kind of lost a little bit of the color. So when it get down there that far, you might even look for that color right here in his.
His nose is a little harder to paint than a dog's, I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Maybe
Yeah.
we're just used to dogs, huh?
Yeah,
I like horn though. I like where you added the orange up in the horn. That looks great.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I just saw that. I was just looking at it, going,
Yeah.
when you start working with one color, you start to recognize, and you look at the photo, you go, I'm just seeing that color, and it goes up here too. So your eye just kind of takes it to you and tells you where a lot of those colors can go. So
And that's the thing about painting animals. I don't care what you do, there's always some challenge. Like you said, the nose, that's for sure. They
Yeah.
are all different.
that, yeah, definitely a little bit of. There's some push and pull on this guy at the end. I was going to try and do a few of these hairs, so I'm going to try and do at least the top hairs for you. And I'll be just basically using the edge of my, I'm just twisting it down here. Nice rosemary can really go a long ways. Just a little bit of oil too on the brush.
is that a bristle, James?
No, it's a synthetic now.
Oh, a synthetic? Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit of oil before I grab my paint. I'm just going to look for a few of the brighter spots.
So that's the rosemary ivory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, this thing has when they're new, they're tough to beat. Except for they're just like having a little brush sometimes in your hand. You just love it too much. So take it, get rid of it, go on to try the orange side. I'm getting a little bit too bright here. A few colors here. Not enough. Yeah, that's close. Just a little bit of orange showing through. Come on. Hmm. Just think I went too far down. Too much white. Just got to bring back some color. I'm going to do hair and I shouldn't else soon. Oh, got a few here done. Yeah, see, it starts to get streaky sometimes. Concentrating too much. All right, good enough. Uh, you sit back in here. Now I'm not going to try and give it as same amount of love back in here. I'm trying to keep it a lot less, a lot looser. Just need a few strokes, kind of cross bridges here to get across these flat areas of color. So you only need a few couple strokes of that. All right, let's go there. Let's just say that nose is just too far. Has to be done right there. Shoot. Color that back in. Okay. I'm gonna let's see that's done. Not done, but it's good enough for now. See, we got some of this green here. put it against here and see what we got. This green is basically transparent oxide and green, with just a little bit of white in it. Comes up here. We got the water there, one across. Give it a little bit of something here before
Not like Loch Ness or something.
I. There you go. That's probably it. There you go.
Had to ask.
Yeah, they could be, you know.
Your show is better than Bob Ross.
Oh, am I funny? I don't have a squirrel in my hat though. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. I need a squirrel. Yeah. Yeah, poor Bob. Yeah, you know, you kind of got screwed over there pretty good.
He did?
Oh yeah.
And his
Yeah.
work, you mean?
Yeah, his people he was working for really kind of screwed him over.
And yeah, you need to go watch the movie. I can't remember what it's called.
There's a documentary or something
Right.
like that on him.
Oh, that's sad.
HBO or Netflix.
I would say it was a movie, but it was very documentary like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think wasn't it one of the Wilson brothers?
Owen Wilson.
Owen, yeah, I think it was Owen Wilson played Bob Ross, which I was surprised about.
Wasn't he kind of a Romeo?
Bob Ross, really?
Who would have him?
That's what I'm like,
Sorry,
what?
Well, I thought he had some big affair going on.
that hair.
Hair. It was the hair. You're right.
Yeah,
And it was the times. It was the
yeah, got
hair.
caught up in that.
I never felt for those froze though. My brother had a really good friend that had an afro that was huge. He had so much curl in his hair. It was hilarious how big it. Oh my God.
It was the 70s, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Big hair for
The
everybody.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah, we all had froze.
Yeah.
You had to get
I
that.
would love
Hair
to see
then,
your
right?
fro, Jim.
Yeah, I did have a fro.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
at one time, you know, my
You
sister
need to take those
my
pictures
sister gave me a
out.
perm for it.
We got to see a picture.
I want a picture.
Oh boy. No
I
way.
want a picture.
I think my senior picture might have had that in there.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Oh dear.
We're going to have to get a hold of one of those old yearbooks.
Oh boy, scary. Yeah. Yeah, you know, but two can play at that game.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say I'm gonna.
Yeah, we're all get shamed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just throwing into the background colors as I see them back in here
Mhm.
a little bit, just to see what we got, and I'll just go up a little bit.
Next week, you should wear a wig, James. Come on with a big afro.
You know, I saw your wedding picture. You know, it was
I was a little younger then.
boy, were you young man, a little teenage pup.
Yeah.
Hey,
What
Jack
can I
looked good
say?
though. I love Jack. Jack was pretty cool.
Yeah, he kind of looked like one of those Beatles, didn't he?
Yeah, tell you, is that what got you?
That must have been it.
Man,
Well, that was the era too, right? The Beatles.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all the long hair that we had. Gee whiz.
Well, you guys still have it down in Texas. Don't give me that gee whiz.
Well, no, we had big hair down here.
Oh,
not
you got
long hair. big,
huge hair.
big hair.
Like,
Well, everything's bigger in
Air,
Texas.
hair.
oh, that's a
I mean, I do not fit in with the Texas look at all.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, God no.
we had friends who moved from Chicago down there.
Oh, that must have been a shock for him.
Yeah, and then later, it was just a few years later you see him, and she has huge hair.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, I went to school in New Orleans, and then I came to here right after college, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Change of pace, huh?
Oh, very different. But I now live in an area that when Katrina hit New Orleans, everybody moved to this area where I live. And so it's very, very different, relaxed up here where I am. It's not very far. It's close to downtown, but you say up because it's in the Heights.
Whereabout is that?
The Heights is about a mile or two from downtown,
Okay.
but it's literally up a hill. I mean, we're probably 60 feet above sea level.
Oh.
So it's pretty sad. But it's one of the places that doesn't flood, really.
Well, you guys, yeah, they do get flooding down there.
Well, it's horrible. Yeah, we have bayous everywhere, and they back up in because the water will come in from the Gulf, and it'll push the Gulf up the bayous, and the bayous can't drain. It's a mess.
That's right.
I love the color, the contrast with the background.
Yeah, this is great.
Boy, it really pops now, doesn't it?
Yeah, just get rid of some of this. Get that orange to fight against the blue a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
And then we are good.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get a little bit of this in.
Yeah.
You guys sort of see where it's going to go.
Well, I could just hear the bagpipes now.
I tell you, I did photograph Highlands when I was in Edinburgh. Well, not Edinburgh, but near
the country.
Yeah, the country. So
yeah. It's beautiful. That's one of my favorite countries. I mean, I haven't been to a lot of places, but I have been to Scotland. So
yeah,
it's beautiful.
That's a big part of my heritage, but I've never been there.
Oh gosh, you need to go. And then you need to look up your ugly tartan. That's what ours was. Ours was so ugly that, in fact, they told us they threw us out of the Highlands. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I even mentioned anything."
Gave you the wrong name. Yeah, they tell everybody it's ugly.
Oh, it was ugly. I mean, I thought to myself, who in the world? They must have been drunk when they came up with that tartan color.
Yeah. Who would pick that color?
That's right. That's probably why they kicked him out of the Highlands. You guys have a really bad color scheme.
Does that blue have a little bit of green in it, slightly?
There you go.
Yeah, that's
For a
pretty.
girl who wasn't here at the beginning, you can tell
No, I didn't see the
really.
color mixes.
You mixed it, but you can tell me every one of these colors, right?
Well,
pretty much.
Sorry, there's a dog snoring over here.
All right. So how did everybody else do? Everybody else have fun with this so far?
Yeah.
We having
been a
fun
fun
yet?
one.
I'm going to enjoy it when I get started on it. I couldn't handle the.
Well, you did really well in your last one, didn't you?
I finished kind of finished my.
Yeah, you got a watercolorish in, right? Thing?
Yeah, but it's I still got a couple of things I got to do.
Yeah, the beaver's gonna make it.
No, it's not. I've called it. I've called it. No one home.
You got a name. You got a name there. Good.
I haven't named it. No one home. That way you would know the beaver is not there.
Well, that's just so smart. Some people just.
Yeah.
That was like that Batman time when the Joker painted the white painting. Where everybody else was doing the art thing.
Yeah,
Your bat is dead.
that's right.
You go like, that was so clever. That was really good. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, that's where it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
So the colors,
Beautiful.
see, the colors are gonna be really pretty.
Beautiful already.
So that's you get orange and gets blues and purples like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great.
I have to screw this up pretty good to not make it work. So
Yeah, the colors are wonderful. Yeah.
so far,
Mm-hmm.
not too hard, guys. For an hour and a half block in, not too bad.
Oh, it's great. Look at that.
So
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
not enough beautifuls. You guys got to,
Okay.
you should hear
okay.
my Saturday
Gonna be
class. They just
Saturday
go oohs and ahs.
Ooh,
We suck at this, huh?
Well, as we're tired, it's Monday night.
I
You
know it's
Yeah.
Monday night. I know.
yeah, you
I
kind
know.
of lose it this time of
You
day.
know,
Oh
You got-
man, that's gorgeous.
you got Renee down there, and you got Carrie. Carrie's got her mic off. She doesn't want to talk.
Oh.
Wait, her mic's on. Her video's off.
Okay, I'm on. I love this group. You guys are so funny.
Oh, Carrie's from the Saturday group. Carrie, you can let him in on all the gossip. Those Saturday people.
Oh,
You don't know, Carrie.
it's a fun group. Oh my gosh. Oh, great.
They're funny so far.
Well,
Oh, absolutely.
It's-
Love
Yeah.
it.
Monday night. Are you kidding?
Monday night, remember we used to have that news broadcaster would come on and she would just drink with us mostly.
I missed
Oh, Linda?
Linda, she'd have one. She painted too, but she would drink wine and listen to us. We were good therapy. Anyway,
Not to
all
miss
right.
that. All right.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Let's see what people did. Let's see if anybody else had some fun with this thing. We got iPad, which is Kathleen.
Yeah, you recognize
Kathleen,
me
and
now.
I know Lisa P. Now she's quiet. We're all in trouble.
Yeah.
You don't
Is Lisa
know.
here?
There you
I
go.
came in late. I didn't paint.
Oh, give me that. How's your back? How's your neck?
Too sore to sit to paint.
Too sore? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lynette.
Did you have surgery?
I did Friday.
Oh,
Oh,
no wonder.
It's okay. I'll be well.
I can't believe you're here at all.
Yeah. I got her,
I needed to check in.
Are you like Frankenstein? You got a big old scar going down the back of your neck?
Right.
In the back, 2 of them.
Two big, long, 20-inch
No,
scar?
not too long. No, not too long.
Did you have a fusion?
No, I actually had a spinal cord stimulator implanted.
Oh.
Which is
Oh, wow.
Franken-science, but hopefully it'll help me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
It will. It will. It will.
It will. Yeah, it will.
You're going to be back to normal in no time.
Whatever
I'm
that.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's see,
All
Kathleen. We're waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're looking at your
not
messages.
sure how to.
Oh,
Nice.
really
Kind
good.
of a
Good
monster.
start. Wow.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Aw.
I don't
Wow.
know. When I
Oh.
see him, he looks a little hunched over.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got one little piece too high. Maybe not, or
Oh,
maybe it's just the neck could be
You
a little
need
bit
more
wider.
neck. Yeah, don't you think you need a little more neck on the next to the
a
ear?
little more
Yeah,
refined.
that's all you
Yeah.
needed. Right, a little bit longer,
Yeah,
Okay.
wider there,
Longer neck. Okay.
wider neck. Yeah,
wider.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wider.
yeah,
Oh,
just a little wider.
Yeah.
Everything else looks fabulous. I mean, just like
I mean, gosh. Wow.
I would say, you got the darks in there. You don't want to don't play with your darks too much more. Just
Okay.
leave them. Don't put too much more into them. Just work on the outsides around it a little bit.
all right.
Just shape the sides of them if you have to. But that's a really good start.
Oh,
And really,
well,
And I like the way you took the blue up the corner up there too. Wrapping it up like that even might be a nice way to turn this thing around. Kind of you got a lot of parallels running down there on the
Yeah, on the
ground, and then having
Yeah.
something like that and a little round arc to it. And then that kind of feels like it feels right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nice.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll work. I'll
Beautiful.
try not to screw it up. Is what.
yeah. Don't screw it up.
Okay.
But you kept
If
up
I do, I won't show it.
fabulously for keeping up again, man. That's really nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Well,
Congrats.
thanks, James. It was fun class.
All right, let's see what Carrie has to say.
Oh, there I am. Okay, let's see if I can flip it.
There she is. No, you can't. We're looking right up your nose.
No, I know.
Yeah, we are.
It. Mm.
There's a little circle, double circle.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry.
On the
I'm
outside,
having to
on
use
the
my-
outside.
There it is. I'm having
there
to
you
use
go.
my
There
phone.
you go. There you go.
Oh, look at this hairy beast, man.
Wow.
Okay, so I just went with a square.
Yeah, cool.
She's perfect.
It works. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
baby,
real-
yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
A portrait of a cow.
That is kind of cool. That is you, Carrie, isn't it? That's the way.
And I painted over another painting I didn't like. So what I do with my colors, I mix them all together and I get kind of a muddy gray, and
Uh-huh.
I paint over a painting I don't like. So then I start over.
Hey,
That- well,
one
good
hair-
use.
That color.
Well, you got
That's
it's a great use. I mean, that was a good use of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this has a really good start to it.
Mhm.
I mean, you're already done. We almost got all the hair in compared to things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to work on the nose a little bit more. Get
Yeah.
some blue. And
Definitely. It looks very cartoony.
yeah, I wonder why. Just a little.
Looks like an eagle.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Cigar.
Hey, it was Sal.
Give him a cigar.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. This is a fun animal.
yeah. He's fun. He has a lot of life to him. Congrats on that. I like
that's
your.
great.
The stringiness of the hair and stuff. You did
Yeah.
a really caught the wildness of that hair.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. You gonna do any of the background, or you just gonna keep it toned with what you got?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would just
Kind of
see,
like the rawness of the canvas.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It says try to finish him up. Then you got the stuff
Yeah.
on work
Yeah, I
on
need to work
him.
on that nose.
Yeah, figure out the nose, a little work on the
wonky.
horns too, a little bit, and then we'll see what else you have to do. But I think really close. Congrats.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Thanks. I've enjoyed the class.
Oh, good. Thanks, Renee. I think Nancy, you didn't paint, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I got up at 30 this morning. I did not paint. I couldn't handle it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
The
like-
rest of us. There we go. Renee's been holding. How long you been holding this, Renee?
I just started holding it, but I got
Yeah.
all my paint mixed up this time and I got my drawing in and I have my notes. So I'll be ready to follow along with the recording.
yeah.
Good, Renee. Congrats. That's a nice drawing.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
Good for you. How's
Mhm.
things going down there in Nashville?
It's good. It's
Yeah?
really good. Spring is happening.
Yeah, I bet you guys got flowers probably already coming up.
Well,
Decent ones.
the cherry trees have already bloomed and
Oh,
the
really?
red buds. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been pretty warm.
Oh, okay. Well, it was below freezing last week here. So anyway, well, good to see you.
Good to
Yeah.
see you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Lisa, you didn't paint, so we don't have to see you. We don't have to waste any time on Lisa. Okay. Anyway, I'll finish mine up. You guys finish yours up. Some people got to start there. When you start and stuff, this is a good one to do because I just think there's something pretty, stately about this beast and this pose for some reason. I think it's a good pose. You think you have a chance? You have a chance. It has a chance to go. You know. Yeah. So yeah, finish it up, lighten it up, and let's see what we got. Next week, like I said, I'll look at the perp people ones again. Doing a person next week. It could be fun. Could be fun. Might do a smaller version just because of easier to do sometimes. Anyway, that's what I have planned for next week. People week.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks, James. It was a fun one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Good to
See
see
you next time.
everybody.
Y'all have a wonderful week.
Yeah. Have
You guys
a great
too.
week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Nice seeing you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.